Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is the
meaning?
What is the meaning in our?
Use simple words.
What's the meaning in our body that our eyes can look at everything and they can look very good, but they can't look at ourselves? And how do we take that meaning and put it into our relationship with our Shaykh?
No, I don't feel like answering your question. The eyes actually can see everything except for itself. The identity of a man is on the face. That is the identity of a man, face. You can see almost everything else. You cannot see his face. So you need a reflection. You need someone to tell you how you look. In this world, you want to see yourself. In this world, Allah has given us eyes to see everything very clearly, but you cannot see yourself. And you need something, a reflection. You need a mirror. You need something to see yourself. It's showing now. Those ones who are not looking at what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, nature, to understand ourselves, you're going against the Quran Karim. The Quran is mentioning and swearing by nature so many times. Saying if you only reflect, if you only think, you will understand. By the moon, by the stars, by the mountains, by everything else, man is ungrateful. Man is unthinking. Man will understand if he only thinks, because the thinking part, to know what is right and wrong, is only given to mankind. Everything else is programmed. Allah has programmed. Man, by his own intelligence, he will know, he will understand what is right and wrong. And with others that are coming to explain to him what is right and wrong, to remind him. Meaning that in reality, knowledge is not out there, it is inside of you. And if someone explained to you something, it's not something new, it's something you've already known. You knew it all along. Somebody just has to remind you. You understand? You understand or you don't understand? You don't understand, tell me you don't understand. You understand, Sakil? If you don't already know it inside, no matter if the person is trying to explain to you 1,000 times, you will not understand, because you don't have it inside. But man, so many times, explanation is given, he understands. For the thinking man, for the one who is high intelligence, for the one who has faith, a sign is enough. No explanation necessary, just a sign. Like they say in Turkish, if you see a minaret, you know that there is a town, there is a city. You don't need to see a whole city there. Just from a distance, you see a minaret. Then you know there is a... And Allah is showing so many times in the Quran Karim. If you only sit down and you reflect, you will understand. So this eyes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, it needs a reflection. This, in order for you to look at yourself, you need a reflection. Physically, you need a mirror. Spiritually, you need someone to show you what you look like. You cannot see yourself. You might think that you are good, but you need someone who's going to show you your true self. Then you can start fixing it. For that, you have to trust the spiritual doctor. Same way you trust your doctor. Same way the doctor is just taking one thing, putting in his ear, take another thing, put it here, 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 and he says, your heart is like this, your this is like this is like this. How are you going to trust? You trust. Why you need to trust? Because according to intelligence, you know the man has gone through some training. He knows. Why people are not trusting spiritual doctors? That the doctor doesn't need to do like this. He can just look and he says, you have a problem here, you have a problem here, you have a problem here. You need to fix yourself. But the problem is, 21st century mankind, he thinks that he has no problem. He has no problem. That's a very big problem now. Men and women, they think, I have no problem, I don't need a guide, I don't need a doctor. So, now you need to trust the doctor. You need to trust the Shaykh. The more you trust, more he can cure you. The cure is coming from Allah, of course. The cure is coming from the Holy Prophet, ﷺ. But more that you are giving, more they can fix it. More that you are rebelling, the less effective it's going to be. So you need to now look through your Shaykh's eyes. Slowly, inshallah, you'll learn. Understand? So, this is how it is.